Welcome back, you're here with Nate28 and this is Crossbeats production. So I wanted to show you guys how I made the glide bass within Studio One using the stock MiTi instrument. So it's pretty easy to do, it doesn't really take that much time to do it, and it sounds really good as well. So I'll show you what the sound sounds like first. I'll just play that to you, and then I'll show you how I made it, and we'll take it from there. So let me just play this section of the glide bass for you. I just played out some keys there, and I'll let you hear that. Alright, cool. So that's the sound right there. What I did to make that was obviously MiTi. I showed you that at the start there. And the settings that I used on it, pretty much, it's pretty straightforward. So if you go down to the presets, you'll have this 80s Uptown preset here. And that preset is basically a really good sound. It starts off with anyway to start making this sound. So what I might do is just get rid of that, and I'll just create another instrument. So let's go in here and just create a instrumente. Alright, cool. So let's just load in some MiTi. Awesome, we'll get that there, that's good. So we'll just drag this across here. As you can see there, it's pretty much the MiTi instrument there. Basic sound just comes with that. That's pretty much the starting sound that you get, the default sound. It's actually not a bad sound, you know. You can kind of manipulate it to make things you like. So what I did was the 80s Uptown preset. So that's that sound there. So sort of a wide sort of sound. It doesn't have any reverb on it. All these settings are turned off. So pretty much that it's how it is right now. So the way that I got the glide kind of sound was, obviously I'm using these notes. So that's the notes that I'm using there. So basically what I did was I left the soft clip there. I changed that filter setting to that setting there, and I moved this attack setting so it was kind of about 140, and that kind of gave me that really slow attack. That's what you basically want to get that kind of slow attack to happen. That way you're messing with the envelope of the actual amp, so it's attacking it a bit slower, whereas with the kick you'd have an instant sort of attack. So that's kind of how you manipulate it so it glides. The next thing you do, change the polo to mono and put glide on there. And you can leave that setting as it is with glide, because it pretty much works out well. So if you play it. There you are. It's pretty much that. I mean, you can mess around like I did with the original instrument. I changed the envelope, sorry, the LFO, so I put that on full sync. And it just kind of changes a bit of the sound, but apart from that, that's pretty much the instrument right there. So then what you could do if you wanted to make it sound a bit more distorted is just go into your instrument, just hit your mixer there, and you've got MiTi here, so that's obviously that. You could do one of two things. You could actually manipulate MiTi, so it's got a bit of a drive function here. So that's a bit of drive, you could use that. Or otherwise, if you turn that off, you've got your stock VST, where is it? Stock red light district. Or you could use an amp simulator if you want to. But we'll just, for the sake of the video, we'll just go to red light and we'll put that on there. So red light district is basically a distortion plugin. It allows you to add distortion to your tracks and things like that. So basically, as it is, it's distortion. So you probably don't want to have that much because that's a bit too much, but so there you go. You've got that nice little glide, and simple as that. Pretty much it's ready to go for any kind of trap beat you want to make. And then you can manipulate other sounds if you wanted to within Studio One. But I mean, it just goes to show you that Studio One does have good stock instruments and you can use them to your advantage, and that's what I did here, is to show you guys that. So I hope you guys like this video, just a quick one, and I'm going to do another video. The next video is going to be about EQ and the popular EQs that I normally use and why I choose them and things like that. So stick around for that. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel, and also just give me comments as much as you want on here as far as what you'd like to see on the channel and other things like that. I'm happy to try and do videos that can teach you guys. I did notice people are talking about kick or kick 2 a lot, so I might do a video on that and show you guys that as well. So thanks again, and love you guys, and peace.